I don't know who need to hear this, but this is just for all, people with different gym goals and trying to get to a different body type, or trying to cut, trying to lose weight, this, that, and the third. This gonna be just an overall guide of what you should be doing. First, we're gonna start off with the people that's trying to get rid of being skinny fat. Skinny fat is when you skinny but got a belly. Now, a lot of people, what they think they should be doing is going on a cut. But in actuality, what you should be doing, or not going on a cut but losing weight, but in actuality, what you should be doing is you should be trying to, your goal should be to tone up. That should be your goal. You should be trying to tone up, make sure you're hitting core. Everything you should be doing, you should be trying to eat as healthy as possible. It don't matter if you're trying to cut, trying to bulk, you should be trying to eat as healthy as possible. Yeah, and just doing cardio. That's really all you should be doing. But your main goal should be toning up. Once you tone up and once you start putting muscle on, is you're not gonna have that skinny fat look. And then if you haven't been eating right and you don't, let's say you don't bloated a little too much, now you can start, going on a cut. But again, your goal should be to eat right every single time. That should always be the goal. You might not always hit that goal, but that should always be the goal. Number two, for my bigger set guys. When I say bigger set guys, don't take no offense to that or this, but when I say bigger set guys, if you can't see your abs, to me, you are a bigger set guy. You most likely want to cut. So for a cut, all you're gonna need to do is stay in a calorie deficit of about 500 to 1,000 calories of your daily maintenance. You want to be eating things like your major proteins, vegetables. Do not completely cut out carbs. I don't know what ridiculous person tells people to do that. Do not completely cut off carbs, but keep it cute. Don't go too crazy with the carbs. Don't go too crazy with the carbs. Don't be going to Chick-fil-A. Don't be going to Popeyes. Don't be going to all these other places. Like, you need to be, out of all these other situations, you need to stay eating clean. Make sure you're getting your cardio in per day. Do not stop weightlifting. Do not stop weightlifting. I don't know why do people just think weightlifting makes them put on all this weight. No. What you're eating is making you put on all this weight. Weightlifting is not making you put on all this weight. Anyway, just continue to lift. You're probably gonna get weaker, than where you was at your prime, but just continue to lift. Make sure you're doing cardio every day and eat at a calorie deficit, and you will eventually reach your goals. Depending on how disciplined and you can maintain it, will depend on how fast or slow you reach your goals. And last but not least, the easiest to me personally would be the people who are already toned, already on the leaner side, but want to bulk up. So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to be in a calorie surplus of about 500 to 1,000 calories. You're going to want to be eating a little more carbs, more protein. You still want some vegetables in there, but those are the main things you're really gonna want to be eating for the most part. And you're gonna want to be eating that at a surplus of your maintaining calorie amount. So whatever amount of calories that help you and your body maintain, or what your body needs to maintain your body, right? You want at least 500 to 1,000 calories more than that per day, so you can then gain that extra weight to bulk up. I know it can be hard. I hear it's hard, and I was, a skinnier guy at one point, so I guess it was hard to an extent. But I feel like, per se, out of all three I just named, is probably the easiest one to do. But yeah, not to digress though. But yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do. Um, just the same thing, gonna be all the way through. Eat healthy. The different, the only thing that really changes that you can see in between those is what you're eating and how much you're eating. That's really the only difference. Everything else should remain the same. Should remain the same. Nothing else really changes in between none of those zones. So to summarize, if you're skinny fat and you're trying to lean up, eat at your maintaining calorie count, still lift, still do cardio, and stay consistent. If you're on the bulkier side and you're trying to cut down, eat at a calorie deficit of around 500 to 1,000 calories per day. Mainly eat proteins and vegetables. Do not cut out carbs completely, but go a little lower on the carbs. Lift weights, do cardio. And last but not least, if you're skinny and you're trying to become bulkier, eat at a calorie surplus. Mainly eat protein and carbs with vegetables and lift weights. Do cardio.